So I want to try and fit everything that you need in a survival base into a village hut. So my plan for this video is very simple. I want to try and fit everything that you need in a normal survival base into a standard village hut like this. So that's storage, cooking, food source, smelting, enchanting, all of these things into a village hut now like this. So in order to not make this too easy for myself, I need to make sure that wherever I'm standing is inside of the village hut itself. I'm not going to be digging tunnels going underground, creating much bigger areas for me to work with. I may do some digging underground, but everything I do needs to be inside of the hut itself. So the first thing I want to do is I want to add some sticky pistons to the floor here so that if we want to, we can retract the floor by one block and hopefully give us a little bit more room to fit in some of the other stuff that we need. So we have it hooked up to some redstone now, so when we flip the lever, it's up like normal. You have a normal floor area, and when we want a little bit extra space, we can flip our lever to give us an extra block height to work with down here. Now, one thing that we can do right away here at the beginning is we can change the roof from normal blocks to upside down stairs like this. So what that will give us is from the outside, it'll look just like it normally did, as if they're logs, but it'll give us the ability to open up some chests. So I think we're going to be able to make a storage area out of the roof over here. So I have all the roof changed out to stairs here, and from the outside, looks just like a normal roof, but if we come inside, this is after giving us a ton of room to put some chests and some nice storage area up here. So now when we come into our house here, we can see that we have plenty of storage space. We got ourselves an ender chest, crafting table, furnace, even a brewing stand up here. And because these are stairs, all of these chests can be opened, even though there's a block above them. So I think that's a pretty good way to get the storage situation sorted here. So to take advantage of our floor system here, I think what we're going to do is we're going to knock out these cobblestone blocks here so that we have an area that we can actually reach down into. So what we're going to have to do is, now that we have a little bit of grass coming up close to the house here, I think if we have the grass coming up to this level all over, it'll allow us to get a lot more space to fit in what we need to. So now with just a little bit of terraforming, it actually looks like it's supposed to be like that, just with the grass coming up to the door itself. So one of the biggest things we need to get out of the way is we need to get a full enchanting area into this place here. So I think we're going to go from this side here. And if we get it in such a way that we get our enchanting table, if we have our enchanting table, say here, which can be reached, and we just have the bookshelves around it, this may be a very good way to actually fit it in here. So if we can see here, we got ourselves our bookcases set up in just a way with our enchantment table that when we right click on it, we can get our 30 levels, whatever we want, within reach of being inside our hut here. And we can even just about fit in some chests and even an anvil behind here that we can use. So now I've got it tidied up a little bit nicer here. You don't see a lot of the redstone and stuff on this side. Got our nice double chests, got our anvil. So now the next thing that I think we need is we need a food source. So what I want to do is I want to try and make an automatic chicken farm that's accessible from our base down here. Okay, so what I've just done now is I've created an AFK chicken farm. So what it does is you have chickens in here that you can get in through a dispenser. And then it automatically, once they grow up to be bigger, it dispenses lava in them, burns them, cooks them, and puts the food into the chest here. And I found a design that was compact enough so that when we actually cover it up, it's just going to come to the ground level that we have here. And then when we have our floor retracted, we can still easily reach into this chest here and pick out our cooked chicken, which should hopefully replenish itself over time. And from the outside, we had to do a little bit of terraforming here, but I think it blends in still pretty well into the environment. So the next thing I think we need to add into our spot over here is a proper smelting area for any ores or even other food that we get along the way. And a good simple trick, if we want to easily cover up this redstone without having to dig down and kind of redo it to make it less visible, you can just add carpets on top of it. Alright, so after adding carpet to the floor, kind of tidying away some of the redstone, I think I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out so far. Now we do need to keep the dirt here on the top just because that's the actual top level here, but I think it sort of adds to the feel of it being sort of underground and a part of the house here. And I hooked up the lever outside so that what it looks like is when you're actually in here, the floor looks like there's nothing actually coming out of it. Only when you look up you see this pretty cool storage area that we have up here. And then on the flip of a lever, We have our enchanting table, we have our blast furnaces, our smokers, we have our chicken farm. Everything that you need for a starter base right here in our village hut. And from the outside, this looks like a normal village hut, blends right in here. So anyway guys, I'm going to end the video here. If you liked the video, I'd appreciate a like. If you have any suggestions for any more redstone builds, let me know down in the comment section. And I'll see you all in the next video.